Hi guys, Mark Williamson, the Golf Yogi here for GolfersRx. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about some core exercises you can be doing. A lot of times when people think about doing core, it's doing the old school kind of crunches straight up. The biggest thing for golfers though is that the bathing suit muscles where we get the six pack isn't exactly what hits the golf ball. We need strong obliques, we need to have a strong back. Especially in golf, we need to be able to arch into the back and tuck the pelvis up and under. A lot of that is controlled with the hip flexors. So I've got a few core exercises for you today. I'm going to focus on the core, but are also going to incorporate the hip flexors. So a lot of these, the feet are going to be a little bit elevated. It's almost going to be like a reverse crunch, like we're bringing some things back towards, bringing the legs back towards the core. So give these a try. You can start off doing them with sets of 5, sets of 10. You can work your way up into sets of 30 to 40 if they start to become really easy for you. So give these a try. Don't worry if they're not perfect when you first start out. A lot of this is getting the muscles active, getting them to start being sort of responsive. So the first couple that I've got for you, first ones are called bicycles. And pretty popular, you might have seen them before. The biggest thing I want to stress is that anytime we do core, when we lay back here, we want to feel like we're really pressing the low back into the ground. Like if I was going to come up next to you and try to put a hand underneath your lower back, you're trying to smash my hand as much as you can. So with the bicycles, we're going to start off, get those feet about 90 degrees up here. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to press that low back into the ground and try to raise the chest just a little bit. You can take the hands out next to the head, on the side of the head, whatever works for you. We're going to try to crunch that right shoulder towards the left knee as we straighten the right leg. Come back the other way. Again, left shoulder towards the right knee as we straighten the left. This off leg is really important here. You don't just kind of want to let it flop out there. Really extend it, have to work to keep that leg elevated. You can do these very slowly, back and forth. You're really going to feel that core engage, or you can start to do them a lot faster. When you speed up though, it gets a lot tougher to keep that low back pressed into the ground. So again, anytime you're doing these, make sure that low back is pressed. That's what's going to protect your back. Make sure that we're getting all that work into the core. So again, the bicycles, back and forth, rocking each shoulder to each knee, coming back again, pressing that into the ground a little bit. Another really good one I've got for you here. I'm going to turn so you can see these a little bit easier. We're going to lay onto the back, take the feet up and then drop them to the side, kind of making a V here with the legs. So we're going to reach up and through the legs, and it's not just crunching up here. You want to get a little bit of a crunch and get that engagement, but then we're going to rock the hips and the pelvis back towards us here. Again, it's not so much this as it is rocking back towards us. That's going to really engage into the lower abs. Should feel it pretty good into the obliques as well. I'll give you one more from the side here just so you can kind of see. Just a nice, easy little rock back as we start to rock through just a little bit there. These you will start feeling very, very quickly. And because we're rocking forward on these, you might feel it again straight down where that six pack might be if we were in really, really good shape right here. So these are going to hit a little bit more into the center of the abs, but especially into the lower abs. That's really important to be able to tuck that pelvis up and under at the finish position, be nice and balanced in your finish. Then one more I've got for you here today. We've got two different variations on how to do this. The little bit easier way is to start off in almost a tabletop hands and knees, but you want to get a little longer with it. Then all you're going to do is lift one leg, bring that knee right up towards the elbow, right back to the ground. Again, lift up. You can round into the back a little bit here to give yourself some space. Bring that knee all the way up. Again, engaging those hip flexors by bringing the leg forward. You're also going to feel this as a pretty good core workout as well. Now, the advanced version of this is a little bit more difficult. You can give these a try. Again, just going to come up into the top of a plank, and then it's the same thing. Bringing that knee up and in, rounding into that back, trying to get that knee up as high as you can get it. So if you're only getting the knee just below the elbow, that's fine, even just to the elbow. The feeling that you want to get though is that when you round, you're giving yourself enough space to try to get that knee as high as you can. That's what's going to engage all the way through the obliques. That's what's going to engage into those hip flexors a little bit. So just a couple of these to show you. Again, top of a plank, all the way up, high as we can get. Again, a little round into that back, trying to get that leg all the way up that arm as much as you can. Again, really engage those hip flexors, really engage into the core. So give these a try. Again, you can start off with maybe sets of 5, sets of 10. Just add them into your fitness routine. Maybe just make it a core day. Try to do all of them. So the more you do these, again, we're engaging into the hip flexors. It's going to help us being able to tuck, be able to round, help us keep that balance all the way through the golf swing a little bit better. And on top of it, we're going to start to tighten up that core a little bit, hopefully get a little more rotation out of that core, find some more power, be able to hit it a lot more consistently, and hopefully even hit it a little bit further. So again, give these a shout, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to email me directly, mark@thegolfyogi.com, or fire your emails into GolfersRx. Be happy to help you out if you have any questions. Take care, guys. Play some great golf.